VinController.eu. Check vehicle history for every used car in Europe. Welcome to another Boostmania International video. And today we're not in our studio in Senec, but we're in the BMW X1. Yep, that's right. And well, we're going to do something interesting today. After we released the video where we bought our cameraman Adrian a car, we've received a lot of comments and messages from you, which we love. So we're currently already searching for a new car, but then this happened. An older gentleman contacted us saying that he saw the video, and he told us his father has a car on his property that's only standing around all the time. The car was still being used until recently, and it's still roadworthy, but they have a new car and they have nothing to do with this one. He'd like to give this car to somebody. Like literally give. Should I reveal what car we're talking about? Nope. Alright, I won't tell. However, the car is a 2001 model year, and based on the photos, it seems to be in pretty good condition. Apparently it was garage kept, so it really seems like a really interesting offer. Because I don't know about you, but nobody's ever wanted to give me a car. Well, sadly not yet, but if you want it, you know how to contact me. It would be probably best to start with something from the 2020s. Yeah, let's start humbly. Yeah, 2020 is a pretty old car, but really, just send us a mail, info@boostmania.sk, saying that we want to give us a car. But we decided we don't really need the car, because we have plenty of cars. Wait, I'll say it like this. I'm guessing any other YouTuber that would have been given a car for free, an average teenage YouTuber would probably set the car on fire just for views. Because sadly, these kinds of videos get many views nowadays. Now the second option, and keep in mind we only do this if we have no backbone, but if somebody gives us a free car, we could literally just clean it up and sell it with profit. But we don't like dirty games. But it would be an interesting video to show off all the money. Ah, come on, man. But there's still a third option, and this one came to our minds almost immediately. And that is, we'll take the car, since we have it for free, we'll put some money and energy into it, and maybe our partners will help us as well. We want to give this car away to somebody who can appreciate it. To somebody for whom even a 20-year-old car has a great value. Most of the time, people like this are dependent on outside help. They might need a car in their life, but they simply don't have one, because our state didn't help them. We have found a way to get this car to somebody that needs it the most. And that is, the organization's called APPA. So I've called them. By sheer coincidence, they have rented our studio a few months prior. So I phoned them up and asked whether they would appreciate if we would give them a car they could give some of their members. For free, of course. And at first, they were like, what are you talking about? What free car? Where's the catch? Maybe they thought we'd make them pay for the repairs. But no, we'll definitely pay for those. But at that point, there was around 10 seconds silence in the phone, followed by a question whether we're serious. But we are. Please use the right exit. Yes, my dear navigation, we're going. So, we're serious with this. And now their task is to find somebody who could really use this car. Because believe it or not, they already have 20 people on their wait list for a car. And sadly, this car is not going to be for everybody. Some of those people need wheelchair access or high ceilings. More of a van than a car. It's probably going to be a young family with a sadly disabled child. They might not have a car, and they might really use one. We like to be a bit charitable, and I think this car is perfect for that. Exactly. I can't wait to unveil this car in our studio. It's going to be so cool. Like a world premiere. A world premiere of a used car. But don't worry, this is going to be in a relatively good shape when compared to the Yaris. We want this car to be a car they can rely on. We're hoping we can make somebody's life easier and better with this car. Welcome back. It's the next day, because we came back to the studio pretty late yesterday. So we're shooting this video next day morning. And Peter has some interesting memories from the drive, all the way from Nové Mesto to Senec. So, how was it? Considering the car was free, it drove really well. And I know that at this point, you're dying to find out which car we got. But let me say this first. We got a car that is lively, works, is pretty comfortable, and is essentially finished, but needs some details. There are some warning lights on the dash, but that doesn't matter. We'd like to thank Michael and his father for giving us this car, and just as we promised, we're going to treat this car so that it still has some value for somebody else. But I know right now, you're dying to find out what this car is. So, 3, 2, 1, there it is! An Audi A4. We really got an Audi A4. It's lively and beautiful. As you can see, it's the second generation, so model year 2001 and up, which this is, if I remember correctly. And under the hood, we have a 2-liter petrol. It does have plenty of power, but more importantly, there's an LPG tank in the back, so the car was gas converted. That means the car is economical and pretty swift. After yesterday's experience, I must say, this really is a good car. I always liked the Audi A4. This one has a bit more kilometers behind its belt, though. What's the mileage? 304,000. Many people wouldn't even sit in a car with this mileage. But the car is still in very good shape. We checked the condition of the suspension, and it's really good. The paint is mint as well, since the car was garage kept. You can see that wasn't a lie based on the paint. Of course, you might be looking at the front end. It seems to have some damage from parking, but don't worry, we'll replace it. The car still has some shortages, however. The biggest one is apparent immediately when driving the car. Feels like a typical Volkswagen from those years. Every single button is scratched, scraped off, or disgusting. Just as with the Beetle, all the plastic surfaces have turned really sticky and disgusting. We're gonna have to do something with it. Maybe we'll find a nice junkyard interior. Just look at the climate control buttons. They're completely worn off. The car is in good condition mechanically. Really nice to drive. I've already driven this generation before, but it was great to remind myself of how great this car is put together. Nothing was squeaking on the inside, despite the mileage. A really nice bonus with this car is that we got an original set of Audi rims. Right now it's on winter tires, but I'm sure they can still do some miles. So, what are some future modifications we want to do to this car? First things first, this car needs a service. It definitely needs to have all the fluids replaced for new ones. Similarly, the LPG system is 10 years old as well, so it needs some servicing. And we already have a date for that service. We need to take a look at the window opening mechanism on the driver's side, since sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's probably just some wiring in the doors. And then we'll take a look at the bodywork, primarily the front bumper. It needs to be replaced and painted. There's also some radiator damage, so that needs to be replaced as well. There's also a small rust spot on the boot, so I guess we'll just replace the whole boot. We'll try to search through some junkyards, which, by the way, we've never done on Boostmania. We'll have to discover the beauty of junkyards. When I was young, I liked to go to the junkyards. I found it fun. I'm looking forward to doing that again. Oh, and by the way, if you have some spare parts at home, whether it be the interior, the rear boot or the bumper, please let us know. I'm sure we'll come to an agreement. You'll see all that down in the future episodes. And after that, probably in the third episode, we'd like to give the car to its new owner. I'm curious who that's going to be. I'm really curious who'll get the car in the end. Projects like this get me really excited. This car could have easily ended up in a junkyard, but hopefully it will still be of some use to somebody. It's going to be so great. So, we're going to repair the car in the next episode. That's right. I'm sure you'd love to watch that. Anyways, see you in the next episode. Bye.